Hi guys, welcome back to the farm. Today I thought I would do something a little bit different and show you guys something that I do frequently to save myself lots of money, but better than that, I get to make myself some amazing vanilla extract. Now I have some vanilla extract here that I made a few months ago. I make it in a big pint-sized jar like this. I try to usually keep it for at least a month or two before I start using it, because the longer you leave it, the more vanilla-y and the more it's going to get extracted from the vodka here. So I'm going to show you how I make my vanilla extract two different ways. Now I'm gonna make an alcohol-free version of this as well to show you guys that you don't have to use vodka to make vanilla extract. You can actually use glycerin. So as long as it's 100% vegetable glycerin, if you get one that is non-GMO or organic, that's even better, because that's exactly what you want. So just make sure it's pure natural vegetable glycerin and there's nothing else in there. Get the non-GMO organic one if you can. But just make sure it's a pure vegetable glycerin. The next thing you're gonna need to make the non-alcoholic vanilla extract is your vanilla beans, obviously. So I get my vanilla beans online. I usually order them either from Amazon or from Etsy. I do have a store that I like to go on Etsy, and I order them. Now this is strong, large Tahitian vanilla beans. It is the 5 to 6 inch with 5 in a pack, and this is usually what I buy off of Etsy, and you can also, like I said, get it on Amazon. So let's get to making some vanilla extract two different ways, one traditional and one completely non-alcoholic. So let's start with our vanilla beans. I'm just going to cut this open. Now I already have tons of vanilla extract that I've made here with the vodka, but I want to show you guys two different ways of making it. So what you're going to do is open up your vanilla pods, and this is what the pods look like. They're a little greasy, and the touch of it just, oh my goodness, smells so amazing, you guys. It's absolutely amazing. So we're gonna take these and we're gonna cut them open lengthwise, and then we're gonna scrape the vanilla beans, and then we're gonna cut them into pieces and put them in the jar, and then we can add the glycerin, and then a third ingredient, we're gonna add that in there as well. And you're also gonna need your jar that you're putting it in, and you're gonna need some filtered water or reverse osmosis or distilled water. Make sure it's not just tap water and that it is quite clean, because you're gonna add some of the water into your vanilla extract. So let me show you how I do that. Okay, so we're gonna start with the vanilla beans, and all I do is slice it down the middle like this, and then you can see the vanilla beans in here. You can see it all over my fingers already, and this is what it looks like, all in there. So I'm just gonna slice that open, and then I'm gonna open it up, and then I'm gonna scrape just like this, just scrape it and get all the good vanilla beanie goodness inside all out. See that? That's the good vanilla beans right there. That's the good stuff. Now you're gonna get your jar, whatever jar you decide to use. Make sure it's nice and clean, and you're just gonna scrape the beans right into the jar like that. One more little scrape here. And then I'm just gonna use my scissors, and I'm gonna cut these into smaller pieces. That's all gonna help all the vanilla bean flavor extract out of the beans a lot faster by cutting them and scraping them. So I'm just gonna get them in my jar like this. So what I do is always add 4 vanilla beans. If you want it extra strong, you can add 6 vanilla beans. But I always add 4, and then I leave it for at least 6 weeks before I try to use it. Because if you try to use the glycerin one before that, it's just not gonna be extracted enough, and it won't have a nice pungent vanilla flavor. So the longer you leave it, the better. I suggest if you can leave it for 3 months before you use it, that'll be even better, and that will be the most excellent vanilla extract you can ever make. Again, scraping the beans, and then I'm just gonna use my scissors to cut these into some smaller pieces like that. Okay. So now I have 4 to 6 vanilla beans in here. Cut them up, scrape them out, and put them in. Okay, and I'm just gonna get all the beans to go down at the bottom like this. Okay, so now vanilla beans in the jar. All right, just to finish this off, what I'm gonna do is add 1/4 of the jar with clean water. Okay, just about that much. And then the rest of it is going to be vegetable glycerin. Okay, I'm only gonna make about that much for now. Now you can fill this jar all the way up with the glycerin, and 4 to 6 beans. If you want it nice and strong, add 6. If you just want it regular, add 4. And then you're just gonna put a lid on that and you're gonna give it a good shake, okay? And every day you're gonna come and shake this. If you can keep this up to 3 months before you use it, that'll be even better. But that's as simple as it is, guys. Vegetable glycerin, water, and vanilla beans. So you're gonna need vodka. 40% alcohol is what I have here. So that's what I'm gonna use. And I just poured it in this jar. So I'm gonna do the exact same thing as I did with the glycerin extract here. I'm going to cut open these pods, scrape out the beans, put them in the jar, and then I'm gonna top it with vodka. No water, just vodka. And I'm gonna just leave that in there and just let it sit for, again, another 30 days. If you can wait longer, up to 3 months, that would be even better, because all of that alcohol-y scent and flavor won't even be there after 3 months. So I recommend keeping it as long as you can before you use it. So all I'm gonna do is add the vodka. Then again, we're gonna do the exact same thing. We're just gonna scrape out the vanilla beans out of here. See all that? And scrape it into the jar. Okay, so again, 4 to 6. And if you're doing a large pint, you might want to do 8 to 10. But for about half a pint, 6 is good. Again, scraping out more of the beans out of the pods. See how much you're getting? That's a lot of the vanilla beans right there. And put it in my jar. Just like that. Now, cut it. And then we're gonna put it in the jar. Very, very simply. And then get the lid on. Give it a good shake. Look at that. Gonna add a little bit more to my glycerin one here. You do want to add a little bit more to the glycerin one because it does take a little bit longer for the extract to become nice and concentrated. So we have our 2 vanilla extracts ready to go. The glycerin one is going to take a little bit longer than the one that's made with vodka. The one that's made with vodka is obviously going to infuse a little bit quicker. Glycerin is actually a plant sugar. It's like a plant ester. So it does have a lot of the same qualities as the alcohol. It's actually quite similar to like xylitol, which is a natural sweetener. 0-calorie sweetener. So it's very similar to that. It does have a little bit of a sweeter taste when you taste it, but the extract will be amazing once it's fully done. So you're gonna shake this every day until it starts to turn a little bit golden. You can see the color's already changed a tiny bit. All right, guys, well, I hope you learned something today, that vanilla extract is quite easy to make and it doesn't require very much. All you need is like a little bottle of vodka or a bottle of vegetable glycerin. And the reason I wanted to include the vegetable glycerin recipe in here is because not everyone is okay with having alcohol as their vanilla base, because some people religiously, like if you're a Muslim or some Christians, they don't drink alcohol and they try to avoid alcohol consumption as much as possible. And if you're raising kids, so I thought I would include this vegetable glycerin recipe, especially for people who cannot have alcohol, even if, let's say, you're suffering with an alcohol addiction and you don't want to go buying bottles of alcohol. Obviously you'll be avoiding that. This glycerin one is an excellent alternative, and if for any reason you don't want to have alcohol or you just can't have it, use the vegetable glycerin, and you can save yourself so much money, because buying vanilla extract, especially natural organic vanilla extract that is pure and not the imitation crap that you find at the store. Please like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. It really helps me out. Thank you so much for joining me, guys, for this quick vanilla extract video, and I'll see you in the next one. Stay peaceful. Bye.